Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Projection. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, So then go. Krishna Krishna. आपको बेस नहीं दिखा दो. मैम ऐसे सिर झुकाओ, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Mai, Jaya Sudarshana.
Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Mai, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Sudarsanaya.
Jaya Radha Shama Sundara, Sham Sundarade.
Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Jaya Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madana Mohan, Radha Madana Mohan Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radhe.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya
Nitya Gaura
Gauranitai.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jaya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
ठीक है. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ये देखो मैं लेता हूँ ये नीचे वाला आप सिर्फ ये दो. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, Karma Yoga. Today we are discussing 3 verses, 17, 18 and 19. Okay, read 17 now. Yasturatmaradhirevasya atmatuptasya manava atmanyeva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Yastu atmaradhirevasya atmatriptasya manava atmanyeva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Yastu atmaradhirevasya atmatriptasya manava atmanyeva santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Yes, Renukamal ji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yastu Atmani Atmaratirev Syad Atmaraptashtamanavaha Atmanyeva Cham Santushta Tasya Karyam Na Vidyate.
Right.
Hare Krishna.
Right. Snigdha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जस्त्वात्मारतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तस्य मानवः आत्मनीयेव सन्तुष्टस्तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते। हरे कृष्ण
Right.
प्रभु।
Hare Krishna. Okay, Rekha Mataji, you can read.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, what should I
This is
translation, Prabhu?
verse 17 of verse 17 of third chapter.
यस्व
17.
आत्मरतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मन्य एव च सन्तुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते।
Okay,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna.
प्रभु।
Hare Krishna. You have the book with you, English book.
Yes, Prabhu, English Prabhu.
Then you can read the translation.
Okay, Prabhu. One who is, however, taking pleasure in the self, who is illuminated in the self, who rejoices in and is satisfied with the self only, fully satiated for him, there is no duty.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank
80.
you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
नैवतस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थ विभाषयः नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थ विभाषयः नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थ विभाषयः। रेणुका माताजी।
Naivitasya
कृतेनार्थो कृतेनार्थो
नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न तस्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः.
Okay, right. Yes, Snigdha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare
नैव
Krishna.
तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna. Right. Rekha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare
नैव
Krishna.
तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न तस्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः।
Right. They both. Right. Renuka Mataji, you can read the translation.
A self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor has he any need to do. Hare Krishna.
No has any depend on any other living beings. Yes. Okay, Hare Krishna. Right. Verse number 19. तस्मा असक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचरः असक्तो हि आचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पुरुषा तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो हि आचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पुरुषा तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यकर्म समाचर असक्तो हि आचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पुरुषा. Yes, Renuka Mataji.
सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो Param
Apnoti
apnoti purusha.
Purusha.
Param apnoti purusha.
Right, Snigdhamaji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Tasmat
Krishna.
asaktaha satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharan karma param apnoti purushaha. Hare Krishna
Right.
Prabhu.
Krishna. Rekhamaji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Tasmad
Krishna.
asaktaha satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharam karma paramapnoti purushaha.
Purusha.
Purushaha.
Right. And translation also you can read.
Translation. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty. For by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Right. Hare Krishna. Very well. So, Krishna is explaining already, rather he has already explained what is Yajna, the Yajna cycle. And that is included up to verse number 16, from 10 to 16, which is actually Karma Kanda session. What is Karma Kanda session? What is Karma Kandi? Any idea?
Doing work for getting something in return.
Yes, doing work, doing yajnas and enjoying the results of karma. So there is an element of enjoyment in this way. Because we living entities, we came to this world, material world, solely for the purpose of enjoyment. That's why we left Krishna. Actually, we avoid Krishna. And because of our propensity to enjoy independent of Krishna, Krishna has provided us this material world. But Krishna is so kind, so merciful, so compassionate towards us that he has also provided a channel to come back to him. He opened that channel also so that we can go back to him. That is in the form of yajnas and Vedas. So, after enjoying to heart content the sense objects, but in a Vedic system, as per Vedas, not on your own, on your whims and fancies, but as prescribed in Vedas, in the Karma Kanda section of Vedas, where there are so many yajnas are described, which gives you so many benefits. So many devas are there. Each deva is empowered with a particular department, and he can give you so many benefits. And when you worship these devas, you'll get these benefits from them. In return, you give the yajnas. So that is a Karma Kanda section. And Krishna describes the cycle of Karma Kanda also, yajna also. In verses 14 and 15, he gives a description of the cycle of yajna. Do you remember which is that cycle?
What was it?
Yes, Ridhikamaji, yes.
I remember.
Cycle is starting from whom? Cycle is starting from whom?
Brahma Yajna.
Yes, you're almost there.
Brahma.
Actually, Brahma, before Brahma, actually Akshara is there. That is from Krishna. Akshara means Supreme Personality. So everything starts from Supreme Personality Akshara only. From Krishna to Brahma. Brahma here means Vedas. So from Krishna to Vedas and Vedas to next what?
Devas, then Pitra.
No,
Yes.
no, karma, prescribed duties, karma. Karmas is originating from Deva, from Brahma. Brahma means Vedas. And from karma, what comes? Yajna. From yajna comes rain, and from rain comes grains, and from grains comes body nourishment of bodies of the living entities. So the nourishment, the physical bodies, the gross bodies of the living entities, nourishment depends on grains. Grains come from rains. Rains come from yajnas. Yajnas come from karma, prescribed duties. Karma come from Vedas, and Vedas is originating from Krishna. Now is it clear now? Annad bhavanti bhudani parjanyat anna sambhavaha. Yajnat bhavati karma, yajnat bhavati karma parjanya, yajna karma samudbhavaha. Samudbhavaha. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi. Brahma aksharam samudbhavam. Tasmat sarvagadam yajna brahma nityam yajna pradishta. So the sequence is either order, whether from you are coming from ascending order, descending order. If you are coming from the descending order, then Krishna, then Vedas, then karma, then yajna, then rain, then grain, then the nourishment of bodies. So for nourishment of bodies, we depend on grains. And procreation also we depend on grains. Because from grains only the living entities is injected into semen of the Purusha. And from there again the new life forms. So this cycle, which is initiated by Krishna, promulgated by Krishna, if you follow this cycle, you can enjoy life here and then go back. But if you are not following this cycle and trying to enjoy on your own, then you are trapped in the cycle of PUDD. So it's better to enjoy in a Vedic way, in a Shastric manner. But ultimately, the purpose is not for enjoyment. Then comes 17. What is that? The real purpose of karma is to realize jnana or develop the jnanas. From karma, you get jnana. And jnana is arising from prescribed duty. When you do the prescribed duties for satisfaction of Krishna, the jnana arises, knowledge arises. And from that knowledge, you get dharma. So the person who has followed this cycle very perfectly, he ultimately realizes the soul. That is given in 17th chapter. Yastu atmaradi eva syat. One who is satisfied, who is very, very, taking interest, or you can say taste, the taste for Atma. Rati means taste. You have the taste for something, because why you have a taste for something? Because you are attracted to the qualities of that thing or a person, isn't it? That's why you develop the taste. Suppose you are the kheer, you can say kheer is a, and kheer is very, very what? Milk is very tasty, the sugar is very tasty, and since these are the qualities of milk and sugar and all this, then you are attracted to kheer. Like that, you are always attracted by the inherent qualities of the substance or a thing or a person. So when you say Atmaradi Evas, Atmaradi means one who is in this Atmaradi means he is attracted by the qualities of the soul. So does that quality have, does the soul have any qualities? It has. It's given in Chandogya Upanishad, one of the Dashopanishad. There are 108 Upanishads. Out of that, 10 are very, very prominent. Main Upanishads, prominent Upanishads are 10, and Chandogya Upanishad is one of these 10. So Chandogya Upanishad says that the describes 8 qualities of the soul. Starting from, it says, first it is sinless. Soul is sinless. Then soul is ageless. Then soul is immortal. It doesn't have death. Vimrityu. Then Vishogat. The soul is not sorrow. He is now in the sorrow state. He's always happy. So sinless, ageless, deathless, sorrowless. Then Vijigitsa. Vijigitsa means it doesn't have thirst. Abhipasha means doesn't have hunger. That's the 6 qualities. Then the 2 next qualities are Satya Kama, Satya Sankalpa. True desire, true desire, or true Kama, desire, and true resolve. So there is a desire for Atma. Atma has desire. It is very clearly given that Atma has desire. You cannot exist without desire. So desire is very much an intrinsic part of the soul. In a very pure state, that desire is to serve Krishna. That is the pure Satyakaman's true desire is to serve Krishna. In a bonded stage, when in contaminated state, this desire becomes lust and the cravings for so many things, from so many material things. But when you are free from contamination, when you are free from gunas, then in a pure state, the real desire is to Satyakama, is to serve Krishna. And then Satya Sankalpa means the determination, resolve, the true resolve. True resolve is to go back to Krishna. There are so many, in material also, there are so many desires for determination. You like to do something, you like to be a doctor, you like to be an engineer, you like to be a film director, you want to be a film actor, you want to be a great politician. For that, there is a determination is always required. If you want to achieve something, determination is required. But this determination to achieve something in the material world is not true. The true resolve is to go back and serve Krishna. So these are the 8 qualities of the soul, and the person who is attracted by these qualities is called Atmarati. Atmarati. Then Atmatriptascha is satisfied with the Atma. Then Atma Santushtas is happy. See, there are 3 levels. There is a body level pleasure, then mind level pleasure, and the soul level pleasure. Body level pleasure, you can say, suppose you are walking in hot sun, 2 hours, you are working from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock on your runs. You become very tired, you're sweating, you're very thirsty. Then somebody offers you a glass of cool water that you relish, isn't it? You're feeling very happy, taking 1 glass and 2 glasses. That 1 or 2 glasses of water, when you're very thirsty, that gives you a lot of pleasure for the body. That is a body level pleasure. Now, the pleasure of mind. Suppose you are written an examination and you are awaiting results. You're very anxious, and the results come, you get a distinction, then you are very happy. That level of happiness is called a mind level happiness. The soul level happiness is entirely different. That is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 2nd chapter, verse 6, 1.2.6 says that Savai pumso parodhamo yadha bhaktir adokshaje ahaitugi apradhyada yayatma suprasidadi. Savai pumso parodhamo, the supreme dharma or supreme religion is described as yadha bhakti adokshaje, by rendering devotional service to adokshaja. Adokshaja means one who cannot be understood by your material senses, one who cannot be seen by your material senses, one who cannot be realized by your material senses. That is called adokshaja. It defeats all attempts to understanding materially, because Krishna is not material, it's totally transcendental. So you need to have a transcendental vision to understand Krishna, and that can be achieved only through bhakti only. So yatha bhakti adokshaje, and what is that kind of bhakti? Ahaitugi apradhyada. Ahaitugi means without any reason. You're not serving Krishna with the intention of getting something from him. Maharaja says, when Narasimha Bhagavan is offering him some benedictions. Okay, my dear Prahlad, I'm very, very happy with you. You're such a dear devotee. And so you have been go through so many hardships. Your father has given you so much torture, but still you would everything and remain steadfast in devotion. So I'm very, very pleased with you. Please ask any benediction from me. So Prahlad Maharaj says, see, my dear Narasimha Dev, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I'm your servant. This is our constitutional person. You are the master, and I'm a servant. And the duty of the servant is to serve the master. If the servant is expecting something in return from master, then that becomes a commercial transaction. So I'm not interested in commercial because I'm not a businessman. Nama Wanik, he says Wanik. Wanik means one who is a businessman. Businessman or in a commercial transaction, when you give something, you always get back something and trying to increase whatever you want. So you invest 10 rupees, you want to get back at least 15 rupees back. This is business transaction or commercial transaction, but bhakti is not a commercial transaction. That's why ahai to eat. There is no other reason other than to serve him. And apradihada, under any conditions, under circumstances, whatever happens, come hell, high water. In English, there's a saying, come hell, come high water. Whatever happens, I will not deviate. I will do this. I will attend the Bhagavad Gita class. I'll attend the Bhagavatam class. I'll chant my 16 rounds. I'll run the daily service. My daily routine is fixed. It's like this, and nothing is going to change that. That is aprahadira. And if you do that, if you render this kind of devotion service to Krishna, yayatma suprasidati, and then the soul becomes fully satisfied, fully satiated. Because that is our soul level happiness. So there are body level happiness is there, mind level happiness is there, and soul level happiness is there. So one person is santushtas, means one who is happy with the soul. Now he doesn't have to do any prescribed duties anymore. After doing the prescribed duties, he has achieved the position. Now it is not required, not further required to again do the prescribed duties anymore. He can stop doing that. That is explained, more explained in the next verse. Why he can stop that? Why he should stop? Why? What is the reason for him to stop these prescribed duties? As given reason is given in the next verse. In the 18th verse, 18 says, Nainatasya kridenartho na akridena kaschana. Kridena, doing that prescribed duties, there is nothing for him to achieve anymore. There are no more goals. Everything is achieved. So doing again the prescribed duties is not going to get any more benefit, or you're not going to any more gains. Na kridena kaschana. If you are not doing this, there is not going to be any obstacles. Sometimes we feel that, okay, we are not getting any benefits, but at least if there are no obstacles, if we can prevent some obstacles, we'll do this. Benefits are not there, we are doing it, but if you are not doing it, some harm may come to you. So with that fear, you will do it, isn't it? There are two ways. One, the positive ways, you get some benefits out of it. Negative ways is you neutralize some harmful effects which may come if you don't do it. Here Krishna says that there is for that person who is completely satisfied with the soul, who is happy with soul, who has done the taste of the soul, he need not do it. He need not get any more benefit by doing these prescribed duties. No, anything is going to stop him from his darshan, the view. He is seeing of. It is continuous. He's continuously seeing his Atma. So nothing is going to intervene in this darshan. So he doesn't have to do anything anymore. Nachasya sarva bhudeshu kaschit artha vibhashraya. He doesn't have to, he is not dependent on anybody anymore. So, which means that this person can stop doing further yajnas. But in Upanishads it said that Devas are not very happy with that. Devas, they always like to continuously, they want yajnas. Because then they are appreciated, no, isn't it? Devas become very happy when yajnas are done. When somebody is stopping yajna, they was naturally not like it. Though, so that means that Devas try to stop a person from getting a realization. That is given in Srimad Bhagavatam also. Srimad 11th canto also. 11th canto, it is said that sannyasi who is renouncing everything is on the path of realization. Sometimes Devas come in the form of his wife and stopping from renouncing the family. And in Srimad Bhagavatam also, in the 4th canto, when Dhruva's history is being described, Dhruva's pastimes are discussed. Dhruva goes to forest at the age of 5 because he wants to get a bigger empire than his father. And Narada tells him that the best way is to worship Krishna only. And Dhruva worships Krishna Vasudeva continuously for 6 months. Krishna is very happy with that. And then he appears before Dhruva and then gives him benedictions that you rule this earth for 36,000 years with the empire that is far excelling your father's empire. And then after that, you can come to Dhruva old star. It is equivalent to they call it the spiritual world. It's as good as a spiritual world. So Dhruva accepts this benediction, and on his way back, he's feeling very sorry. Why I did that? Why I accept this 36,000 now? I would have definitely straight away I should have gone to Vaikuntha instead of waiting for 36,000 years. 36,000 years I have to be in material world. And then he says, and then he thinks that the Devas influenced my mind so that I agreed this benediction. Because Devas influence, because Devas want yajnas. Only if you are doing it, if you are living away, going away, so after self-realization, then he is not going to do any yajnas. So Devas always want yajnas, so he stops. They stop the person from getting self-realization. But if the person is very determined that he is come whatever me, I am going to realize myself. And in that case, again the same Devas, he will help this person, because then the soul also becomes very dear to Devas also. So that person, now he stops the yajnas and is not dependent on anybody also for anything. The word given is vyapashraya. Vyapashraya means a perfect shelter. Vyapashraya means perfect shelter. The perfect shelter is always Krishna. Nobody else is a perfect shelter. So in Srimad Bhagavatam and Puranas, you'll find so many words, so many verses with the word Vibhashraya. So Vibhashraya means perfect shelter, and perfect shelter is Krishna. Now, if you are in a perfect shelter, if you are with Krishna, then you don't have to depend on anybody else. Nobody can be a perfect shelter other than Krishna. So Krishna is the only perfect shelter. Others are not perfect shelters. Since you are always a perfect shelter, now you are already with the perfect shelter, you are surrendered to Krishna, you don't have to take any shelter from anybody else. So that is the meaning of this verse. And then, actually now we can see this is Ashta Nishkama Karma Yoga. From Karma Kanda sections, now we are moving to the Nishkama Karma Yoga. So that person, after executing Nishkama Karma Yoga, he realized himself. Then in the 19th verse, Krishna says something different. He says that Tasma asaktaha sadadam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharan karma paramatmodi purusha. Okay, now you do the prescribed duties without attachment now. He did the prescribed duties and now he has realized himself. Now, as long as you remain in this material work, you have to continue to do this work. your work. Why? It is not necessary for him to do this. Then why Krishna asking why you should continue to? Because you have to act as a role model to others. How to stay in Varnashrama system, how to execute the work in Varnashrama system. Somebody has to teach other persons. So Krishna was asking Arjuna, after listening to me, when you are realizing yourself, and then you do the war, you cannot say that I don't want to wage war. If somebody says, Arjuna says, I don't want to wage war on personal grounds, then that is a type of sense gratification only. People may call Arjuna as a very sattvic personality. He doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to harm others. So that's why he doesn't want to wage war. Since a person, everybody may appreciate him. But that is a type of sense gratification. Getting approval from getting good words from others is an approval from, is a sort of sense gratification. You have seen verse number of second chapter, 57. Ya sarvatra abhinay snehas tat prapya shubhashubham na abhinandadi na deshti tasya prajna pratishtita. Na sarvatra anavisnehas. He is not doesn't have a particular likeness. I mean, he doesn't have a likeness to any particular person. Sarvatra, he is very neutral. Ye sarvatra anavisnehas tat prapya shubhashubham. What is auspicious, what is inauspicious, equal. Na abhinandadi na deshti. He is not neither praising or criticizing. So we like praise sometimes. We like praises. Somebody is praising us, we are happy. So Arjuna, if he is abstaining from war, somebody may say that he is a very saintly person, a sattvic person. That's why he is abstaining from war. That is a type of a praise which you are looking for. Inside yourself, you have an appetite, always a hankering for praise from others. So Krishna says, no, you have to do work as per my instruction. So many persons who are not very well versed with Gita, but he has read Gita, criticize Krishna. That is, Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to do war, while Arjuna actually is not interested. Arjuna is a very pious person. He is very sattvic. He doesn't want to wage war, but Krishna is encouraging him, pressurizing him, manipulating him, so many things. So some people say that because they have not understood Bhagavad Gita properly. They don't know what is karma, real karma, what is nishkama karma, what is spirit soul. Because you are not in a good position, you are unnecessarily criticizing the Supreme Personality Godhead. Because for them, Krishna, they don't accept Krishna as Supreme Personality. They just said that he's only an advisor to Krishna, Arjuna only. And a wrong advisor as far as they are concerned. But Krishna is always Supreme Person. He always has he always likes to think nicely for his devotees. He doesn't want any harm. He wants only good for the devotees. He always thinks good for devotees. And for that, he is given the necessary instruction to Krishna, Arjuna. Say that you have to execute this job now without any attachment. Asakta tasmat asakta sadang karma samachara asakto hi ajaran karma. And when you do that, you can attain the Paramapurusha. Paramapurusha, as far as Bhakta is concerned, Paramapurusha, Paramapnodi means, Paramapnodi Purusha. A man can achieve the supreme destination. Paramapnodi Purusha means a person can achieve the supreme destination. And the supreme destination, as far as a devotee is concerned, is Gologuntavan, and for a jnani is liberation. So whether you are jnani or karma yogi, jnana yogi, bhakti yoga, or ashtanga yogi, The idea is to work according to instruction of Krishna. So Krishna is instructing Arjuna that you have to do work with attachment, because the Karmanda section is already over. Because of Karmanda section, purification is there. Arjuna is now purified because of doing yajnas, in the sense that he's actually the devotee of Krishna, so he's always purified. But as long as he's still in the material world, he has to execute his duties of a Kshatriya. And the war is now, he is in front of Arjuna. He cannot escape from this war now. And Krishna is giving the proper instruction to Arjuna to do the work without any passion. So he engages in all kinds of activities, but is completely non-attached. A person who is completely non-attached, he can engage in all activities, but he not be bound in this. This is given in fourth chapter. Verse 22. Idrichalapa sandushto dandwadido vimalsraha samasiddho suddho kritvanabi nandabhadyade. Gadasangasya muktasya jnanavasya chedasa yajnaya acharita karma samagram pravidiyate. Verse number 22 and 23 of 4th chapter gives the same thing. Because you are not attached, but doing the work. And when you are doing that, the work will not bind you. Otherwise, when you are attached, the work will bind you. But a self-realized person is already self-realized, though he doesn't have to do any work, he is executing his work for the benefit of others, which will be detailed in the subsequent verses. The next 21, 22, and 20, 21, 22, 20 and 21, Krishna will be describing the persons like King Janaga and all that, who is working for the benefit of others. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhu.
yes, Mataji.
In 17, it is given Atma Ratir, Atma Trupta, and Atma Santushta. All three are different. It is the realization of soul.
One who is realized.
Atma
Yestu Atmarati Revasyat Atma Triptascha Manava Atmanevacha Sandushta. One who is realized, one who is relishing the ananda, pleasure of realization, they sandushtas. That person, he doesn't have to do any more work. He's already realized. Not that he's not the verge of realization, he's realized, but he doesn't have to work. But still, although he's realized, Krishna is asking him to do work.
But all the three meaning are same almost. Atma Ratir, Atma Truptasya, and Atma Santushta. All three meanings are almost same.
Yeah, almost the same. Meaning is almost same, but from acharyas give different, definitions for all these particular words. Rati means taste. Then Atma
Tripta.
Atma Tripta means satisfaction. Tripta means satisfaction. Sandushta means pleasure.
Happiness.
Okay, Prabhu.
The meaning is the same. Rati, Santushta, and Tripta. Some meaning, but some distinctions is there. To explain more elaborately, we are doing this word, using these words. Okay, right. We can render Nasim Kirtan Mataji. You're mute. You're on mute. You're mute. Mute.
ito narsingha bharato narsingha yato 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 narsingha bahir narsingha hridayir narsingha narsinghamadi sharanam prapati abhakara kamala bare madhutangam dahita hiranyakashipu danungam keshabadrita narahari rupa jaya jagadisha hare jaya jagadisha hare jaya jagadisha hare jaya narsinga devi narsinga devi narsinga devi jaya narsinga jaya prahlad maharaj prahlad jaya prahlad jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Ugrang Mirang Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatomukham Narsingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyaham Jai Narsinha Sri Narsinha Jai Jai Sri Narsinha Prahlad Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Hare Krishna Prabhuji
भक्ति विनाशकारी नरसिंह भगवान की
जय
वैष्णव विशेष प्रणाम महाराज की
जय
मुच्चा कल्पद्रुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिंधुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनाभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नंद गौड़ी वैष्णव
वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय श्रील
दास
प्रभुपाद
ठाकुर की